Okay. Hi. Welcome to Viga's Thursday stream. Now, I have nothing planned for this except for drawing Lily, obviously. But, yeah, I wanted to try and learn how to stream pretty much. I also love drawing idols. I got back into drawing recently. So I'm gonna do this. But also, feel free to ask me questions about anything. It could be anime, it could be whatever I'm doing right now, it could be the channel and trying to resurrect it. So, boom, there you go. Now, I will be talking about pretty much the process in how I create anything, and I mean anything. Yes, the mic is on. Can you hear me? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? But yes, I'm gonna also be talking about my process and how I create like anything. So, it's not gonna just be a silent stream. I would put music or something in the background, but I'm afraid of, getting hit by the DMCA gang. One of the first things I actually do is look for reference. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean just reference. Like, we're drawing Lily, right? Lily, I forgot her last name, Zombieland Saga. Now, it's important to get reference of whatever character you're going to draw. Which one should I do? Regular version or zombified version? Anyone? Bueller? You know what? I'm just gonna get do zombie version, but being very, very cute. Ah, it's so small. Now, one of the best advice I got on drawing, like just trying to draw anything, is to get reference, don't start with a blank page, because sometimes when you start with a blank page, you have no idea what you're doing, but also you kind of run into and just start doing your usual, say your usual quirks you do as an artist, and you want something different. Like, for example, I want this to be a cute Lily illustration in a cute pose and something a bit different. Alright, so we got two little bits of reference there. Now, what about poses or colors or things like that? So I'm going to go to the Viga is Here Tumblr. Now you're probably like, what's up with the Viga is Here Tumblr? There's someone taking a bath. I have lots of things. In the tags, I have inspiration. Now, my inspiration tags is mostly just for styles. Like, say I really like this sheep girl and want to do something like this. Or colors, like, what the heck? What if I did a Lily fan art that was something like this? That would be weird. Or just, I was on a Drew song kick. Just to kind of get to something to inspire me of the feel I want to do. Let's just go to a random page. Like, I'm on page 2. Let's go to page 20. No, let's go to page 61. Yeah, I have that much reference. Let's see if we got anything cute here. Oh, we got some fashion. We got a cute pose. Got some cute this. So basically what I'm teaching here is how to steal like an artist, pretty much. Oh my god. If I was drawing Saki, I would get inspiration from this right here. Like something shoujo-y. And this is how I kind of gather things to pretty much put into my artwork. Like, I really like the way this hair and eyes are drawn. I'm gonna put that in the thing. But let me just Just, I like that one part. Now, what else do I usually do? I need some sort of pose. So I have a reference file. Now, same Tumblr. And if you're also an artist and you want to look for reference and inspiration, I collect a lot of it, from art tutorials to everything. I spelled reference wrong. There we go. So yeah, I collect reference from, say, this post about the window seat fandom, or just tutorials on anatomy, redlining, things like that. Let's see what I got here. Let's just go to, let's get some reference here. Let's go to page 55 of this. I don't know what's on page 55. Oh my god, look at this. I love these colors right here. Looks like this was a page where I was mostly just doing lots of grabbing things. That's useful. Got some cool poses here. Nothing I want to use though. Clouds. Oh my. Oh my. I shouldn't show that on YouTube. Yeah, I get a lot of different reference, as you can see. Hey, drawing muscles is important. What's on page 88? Oh, cool. Liquid effects in Sakuga. Ceilings. Some weird Professor Frank. I know that you're probably like, really? When are you gonna actually draw the thing? Give it time. Give it time. Houses. But yeah, this is just what I do. Ooh, that looks good. Say if I was giving her some original look, like an original outfit, I would probably use some of this jewelry I saw. But let's just go to poses. Oh, come on. Probably because I have caps lock on. Search. Tags. Tags. What the hell? Use tags. Don't use search. I hate new Tumblr because you put in something instead of going to tag, like instead of going to tags it goes to search. All right, so you see I collect a lot of poses. Basically poses from anywhere from fashion shoots to just people hanging out. Now we're not going to put her in that pose. Oh, this is a cute one. Check this out. The way that Ren is posed right here. I really like this. Let me circle it for you. I really like this particular pose right here. I'm going to make that bigger so you can actually see. So let's cut that out. So we got a cute pose. Cute pose to probably put her in. And lastly, when I look for inspiration or anything, I look for something that is completely out of nowhere. Like, I look for the weirdest thing. Like, let's go inspiration. Let's go to, what page? Someone, type in a number. Any number. I'll wait. Type in a number. Oh, hey, Miss Nightmare. Aw, thank you for calling me an awesome person. Oh, what did I think of the new season of MLP? Loved it. Like, loved it. Okay, I got a 3. 14. You know, I'm going to go for 14. I don't have that big of a number. But yeah, I love the new, the latest MLP season. Okay, what if I drew her in a gourd boat? Press yes for gourd boat. I don't know. Maybe I should do a pumpkin theme, even though it's past Thanksgiving. I don't know. Maybe no. But yeah, this is the point where I usually just get any sort of weird thing. It could be completely unrelated. In fact, I suggest that it's completely unrelated to the thing you're actually drawing, because it will inform you in a different way, from maybe its style, its coloring, its like pose, its mood. Mood is a thing. So I'm going to look for just inspiration from something. Oh my god, we got something. Would Lily like this donut? I think Lily would love this donut. In fact, I think we got some good inspiration here and some good reference. Now to go over it, we got, of course, the main reference, which is herself. We have to look at her to know how to draw her. We have this because I really like that inking style. I really like those eyes. I'm going to try and emulate that. We have this really cute pose. Now, yeah, that pose is kind of breaking a bit. I'm probably going to, fix that up a bit to make it look less. I'm breaking my spine. Oh my god. And I gotta put this in somehow. I'll make her an original outfit based on this one donut. That donut is so cute. I don't think I could eat it. I think I would just try and hoard it in my house until it grew mold and became a fuzzy donut. But it's okay because bears need to have fur. It's cold in Minnesota. Scorn811 said, I loved Goth Fluttershy. Oh, hell yeah. Goth Fluttershy is best Fluttershy. Alright, so now we're at the point where, why don't we start drawing? Now, I really want to like this pose. So, first, this is where I usually mash up all the layers and make it a bit smaller because I need some drawing room. Now, let's look at this pose. Let's study it for a bit. Basically, what I mean by studying it is we're looking at, these big shapes it makes in general. We're looking at kind of the pose it does. One of the things I like to do just to kind of get into that zone of drawing this pose. And first off, let me get a new pencil. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? Yeah, I have a bunch of pencils right here. Let's try Crispy. No, yes, let's try Crispy. One of the things I do is I take this. Now what I'm doing is just blocking out the pose shape. So when I draw it, I have a good, what's it called? Basically, a good, how do I say it? I don't know, a good little point of where things are. So, okay, darker pencil. So, based on this, we have the butt here. We have the legs kind of like here. The feet's kind of going this way because that butt is like, ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. Wait, I can't make this butt joke. Lily is too young. Oh god. And Rin is too young. Oh god. I'm gonna get the YouTube police on me. I am so sorry. But yeah, feet is probably going this way. Let's see. The chest is here. Yeah, you got the flow of the body going like this. The neck is here, and the head is pretty big. You have the main arm going like this, with a hand, and you have the other arm going like this, and you got some foreshortening. That's going to be freaking hard to do. So that's what we're kind of looking at. Let's check what y'all saying in the chat. I recall the recent As Miss Beelzebub Likes It episode where you talked about that. Really cute donut. When you talked about that cute donut. Oh, I didn't talk about As Miss Beelzebub Likes It. In fact, I haven't even watched that. Is it good? Tell me if it's good. I mean, it didn't really look like my sort of thing. Here's what I'm watching this season. Zombieland Saga, obviously. SSSS Gridman. Those are my two top favorites this season. Let's see, what else am I watching? Anima Yell, because I'm just gonna admit it. I like my cute girls doing things shows. I used to hate those type of shows, but also I went out for cheerleading as a teenager, so it kind of is nostalgic for me. Obviously, I didn't stay a cheerleader because, oh god, it's too grueling. Okay, so we got that. Lily has a similar body type to, hers is more stick-like. but I also kind of like more bubbly type of stuff, like a bit thicker. Thick. THICC. What other anime am I watching? I binged the new Castlevania season, but I'm 2 episodes behind in it. I haven't finished binging it. Man, how did I just forget what I'm watching? I did try Dakaichi and dropped it because it was kind of, that's one of the problems with yaoi. I'd rather just have a nice relationship that kind of starts and, just goes naturally, kind of like Yuri on Ice. Okay, so this is what I'm doing now. I like to redraw it in like a few times, and the reason I do this is so I could have it in my mind mentally. Like, once you learn how to draw a pose, if you draw it a few times, you'll be able to do it on command pretty much. But also keeping other things in mind, like how far apart are those legs? How far apart are this thing? Another thing I think a teacher taught me is to remember the shapes between things, and that helps. See? So that has this shape, meaning this, and there's a mic. The head's kind of big. There's something weird about the pose I'm getting this from, though. It's just, you know what? You can't see this, and I'm glad I don't have the webcam on because, closes for the outside. But I'm gonna try and do this pose. All right, let's do this. All right, I'm pointing my butt towards the camera. I got my head on the side, and yeah, this needs some fixing. Hold on real quick. I gotta bounce over to the mirror. Okay. All right. It's a bit off, but I think I understand now. Yeah, sometimes getting up and posing does help. Have a full-length mirror in my office just to do that. Let's enlarge that. No, don't fully erase. I turn the density down, and I just lightly erase over it, not completely erasing it, because I don't want to get rid of it, but I do want to draw on top of it. And yeah, I do my lines in funky colors like this. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Okay, so when I was trying to do that, let's just draw a general butt shape. Egg butt shape. My chest wasn't all the way. It was more like the side of my body. Oh, God. I think if I bring in the butt a little bit. But I don't want to really lose that energy. Yeah, that's the thing. In fact, that's the thing about trying to draw dynamic poses. You either sacrifice, what makes sense, or I don't know. I'm kind of torn right now. What do you guys think in the chat? Sound it out. Let me see. Oh, hey, Daphne, what up? How y'all doing? Alright, self poses are so much fun. Yes, they are. Alright, so Remy Lasher77 says, it's the kind of anime that gives you the warm fuzzies with gossamer and fluffy soft things Beelzebub fawns over. So it's like an anime of you like hanging out with a fangirl, perhaps? This kind of sounds like it. A fangirl for nice things. This pose is getting kind of out of control. Alright, let's draw over this. Yeah. One of the things I'm dealing with right now, and I've been talking about this with my therapist even, is that I'm trying to get away from being a perfectionist. And I know, you're like, there's no way I'm a perfectionist. If you saw my office right now, it's pretty messy, and I mess up things all the time. But I struggle with that when it comes to artwork. And if I don't get it perfect, I just give up at it. So I'm trying to learn not to give up, pretty much. And even if it's kind of hard, just keep doing it, even if it has mistakes. And hell, if you look at the Otagal podcast where I'm doing, it's just one long speed paint I broke up to go like with, not with the things I'm saying, it's just, in general, it gives something visually to look at over my talking. And yeah, that's not perfect. I look back on it and I'm like, oh god, this sucks. Why did I do this? Why? So I guess her not she's too young to grow boobs, but whatever. It would be probably around here. And yeah, I'm sure some cool pro would come in and just redline this for me, which I would appreciate actually, because I'm old. I'm an adult, and just because you're an adult doesn't mean you don't stop learning. And I'm still learning as I go. And just like I realized this arm is kind of wonky. Okay, so I think I got the pose pretty well. Now, for those of you who also draw out there, this is how you don't do reference poses. You don't just take it and do this. You don't just draw over the thing and then draw, say, all the lily stuff over it. That's just basically you tracing a pose that already exists, and you don't want to do that. You want to actually study from the pose like I just did, and then try and draw it on your own, which, yeah, just did. And that's how I usually use a pose reference. Alright, so we got a little reference there. Let's let's draw some lily over this. It's best if you see the anime to get an idea of what I mean and it's about, says Remy Lashford77. Maybe. I mean, I feel like there's a huge gap between... Oh yeah, I'm also watching the Skeleton Bookseller anime. I'm watching that too. And there's this gap in the middle of the week where I have nothing to watch, so maybe. I usually fill that gap with Cutthroat Kitchen, Law and Order, The Good Place, or just YouTube videos. Speaking of YouTube, if you're kind of liking the stream so far, like and subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. I'd really appreciate it, especially since I'm trying to rebuild my channel after the demise of it. And if some of you are here and do not know, the demise was my old channel got killed. Yep. And now I'm starting over. I was kind of sad for a while, pretty depressed over it, but now I decided to come back, and I'm making new content, and actually it's going well. A lot of people subscribed already. Now what I'm doing right here is it's like studying these eyes. You see these eyes? I really like these eyes, and I kind of want to make something like it. It has like some flex in it. Like that. It kind of is not filled in all the way. I don't want to do that face though. Lily is small. She's young. She's cute. So how would I cutesify this sort of eye? I mean, I really love how it looks. It's still youthful and it's vintage, but how would I cutesify this? Let's try and draw it again. Yeah, a lot of my drawing is just drawing again. I know, you're probably like, ugh, you just drew that eye. Can't you just have a regular art stream where you just draw the whole thing? No. I also like to teach people how to do things. And even if you're not trying to draw anything, still, you could learn something from this. Or at least learn the process. This is why... when you commission someone, expect to pay a bit more, expect to pay top dollar. Yeah, some people sell themselves for too cheap. I used to do that too. And I haven't really decided whether I'm going to open commissions up. I am doing a commission for someone who asked me on Twitter, and I'll probably stream that process as well. It's for a Christmas present, although I hope that the person they are giving it to is not a fan, so they won't get spoiled. But it's a really sweet one. Okay, check this out. Notice how this eye kind of has like, it's not filled in all the way, kind of has some glimmer at the bottom. I want to try and put that in there. Doesn't really need to be filled in all the way. This. Some happy little trees right here, because you can't do art in front of people without making some happy trees. There's a tree. Bob Ross wouldn't like my tree. Actually, no, he'd probably encourage me to make a better tree. Boo, YouTube sucks. It is, but yet we're here. Oishite Viga sensei. Oh, I'm nobody sensei. I hope to be a sensei to someone. JoJo Bizarre Adventure poses are what I excel at myself. Hey, are you another artist, Scorn? Because, yeah, go ahead. Like, I would love to see your stuff, so go ahead and tweet it at me. I'm at Viga on Twitter. Pretty awesome. The reason why I got that is because I was on the ground zero of when Twitter started, so I got to be the Viga. Ooh, funny story. So there was this lawyer whose initials was Vilga, VLGA. And it seems like he did some really shady shit, or some like really maybe illegal racist something. But people were confusing the L for an I. So I would get all these rant tweets about me being a lawyer and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not a 60-year-old white guy lawyer. I'm literally this art student from DC. And I explained that to someone who just kept trying to harass this guy, and then she just kind of brushed it off like, yeah, right, blah, 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 blah. I was like, look at the Twitter. Look at the tweets I'm making. Does this sound like some sort of racist-ass white lawyer to you? My icon was literally my face at the time, which was black girl, black woman. What the hell? So luckily that died down. I'm not even sure that guy's still on Twitter anyway. But that was something. Also, oh, interesting. So I met this other Viga not too long ago. There's this other digital artist named Viga who is on Fur Affinity. And they do furry art. And they do pretty great furry art. Like, holy shit, I wish I could draw some of, like, the shit. Like, let me show you how bad I am at furries and shit. I guess it's... By the way, people answered my questions. Yes, pigs are furries. Anything can be furry. Yeah. This is what a standard furry looks like, I think, because I mostly only see dog people. But yeah, occasionally back when I was doing commissions more regularly, I would get a request to do a furry one, and I would just, well, they paid me, so I did it, and I'm just not good at drawing anthropomorphic animals, unless they're like Hello Kittified, you know, like cutesy, kawaii, yay types. But yeah, I think it's because they were confusing me for this other Viga. Oh, I complimented their art and sent them a message. They're pretty cool too. So if you see a Viga on Fur Affinity, that's not me. However, their stuff is pretty damn great. Okay, let's do a little Lily study before we look back at the chat. Big ass head. Big ass hair. Her hair is literally like 50% of her head. I'm gonna make her eyes really big, by the way, because she deserves to have big, beautiful eyes. Her head is pretty much like all bangs. She has I'm sure if she didn't have any bangs, she'd have a 5 head. Yeah, a 5 head. Okay, she has these things. Oh, you want to learn a quick little trick since I'm drawing this big ass pigtail? So, okay. Boom, select, copy, paste. Now, where is it? Go into your transform. Horizontal. Boom. Yeah. Now you drew both sides of it. Now that only works if you're doing a symmetrical drawing, but I'm doing a pose because I'm working on hard mode. Because we don't do no easy mode in this drawing stream. No, we're trying to make this as good as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best. Like, I know I'm going off topic a lot, but doing your best is just trying your hardest. But trying your hardest is not supposed to stress you out. Trying your hardest isn't supposed to take you away from other activities. And trying your hardest can change day to day. Like today, this is probably the hardest I could do. Tomorrow, maybe I could do even harder, or maybe I just could only do that little. But it's okay. The fact is, you did something, even if it was small or big. So, yeah. I know, I keep going on topic to try and turn this into a motivational speaking with Viga. Today's motivation: clean your balls. Some of you otaku out there don't use enough soap and you're at a convention. Clean your balls. I could smell them from down the hallway. Literally, that happened to me last con, where someone opened their mouth and it was so rank smelling. I was like, I had to get the fuck out of there. Like, I had to, oh my god. Brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your goddamn teeth. Alright, let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? I have my laptop next to me because I don't have two screens. I don't have a fancy setup like Lewis does downstairs. Floof hair for power. Floof the hair for power. Alright, let's floof this. You know, since this is my fan art, I could go as extreme as I want, technically, with this hair. So I could make it even more hair. You know what I mean? Say what? Ball washing. And use mouthwash. Yes. Use mouthwash. So yeah, let's make sure she does floof. I usually do a little draw of just the face so I could get that. Alright, so let's start putting these elements on Lily herself. Do 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 do. Do me do 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 me do me do me do 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 do. I'm just gonna take this as a just to put next to the pic as I draw her. Boom. I know, I just did a whole lot of nothing for something. Alright, let's start. Now we are drawing in, finally. Oh! Sketch 1. This is like gonna be the primary sketch. Let's look again. Look at how she has her face. It's kind of like that. Got a big head like that. So, let's see. So, go ahead, ask me some questions. Did I get around to MST3K The Gauntlet? Yes, I watched the first one on Black Friday. I started Pacific Rim, Atlantic Rim, but I haven't continued it because we had to go. And yeah, I thought this is a much better beginning for MST3K than the last year's. Like, it really feels like it grown the beard based on that one, based on Mac and Me, anyway. Now, I could be wrong. I could watch Atlanta Rim and be like, oh man, they've fallen. What the hell? Also, Jonah is bae. Don't tell my husband, but Jonah's on my, if I have the chance to screw them. Actually, no. I will tell Lewis. It's like, Lewis! He can't hear me. But Jonah's on my list of celebrities I will screw if they are in the vicinity of me. Lewis! Oh, okay, he's coming. Lewis, I got something to tell you.
Yo.
If I had the chance to screw Jonah Heston, he's on my list.
Okay.
So currently the list is Rosario Dawson, Anne Hathaway, the Trinity of Handsome Christophers, which is Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Pratt, and Jonah Heston.
Okay, why him?
I like marshmallow guys, obviously.
I mean, yeah.
Marshmallow guys with glasses is kind of my thing.
Okay, it's kind of breaking the pattern because we have the trio of Handsome Christophers and then Jonah Heston.
It's kind of my thing. I mean, I love you.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with your ability to have this list.
Lewis, what's your list?
I always forget it when I need to think of it.
Aw, you don't want to say your list, do you?
No.
Uh-huh. Get out of here.
Also, I can't remember it.
Uh-huh. Get out of here. That was Lewis, everyone.
Yay!
He finally invaded my stream. He's come to get revenge.
I mean, technically, you summoned me.
Oh, shut up, Lewis. I feel you on Jonah. High fives. Hell yeah, Daff. New episodes of that anime I mentioned, simulcast Wednesdays at 2:50. Okay, thank you. Let's see. What else are you saying in the chat? How did you feel about the depiction of depression in Ancient Magnus Bride, since you've mentioned you have a history of mental health? 1, I loved Ancient Magnus Bride. 2, I haven't really thought about it from the depression standpoint. I understand, I understand it, but I don't know. I haven't watched it since it first aired, so I would have to rewatch it to really gauge my feelings on that. Sorry, it's not a great answer, but it's something I would have to rewatch and think about, actively. You get what I mean? Okay, let's put on this 5 heads bangs to cover her 5 head. I love you, Lily. Honestly, I have to admit something. I might be changing my waifu of choice. I really loved what's it called? I really loved Junko, but today's episode with Saki and last week's episode with Lily, holy shit. Anyway, let's make her look less like she's looking into nothing. Just holy shit. Just Zombieland Saga is so good, and it's been a while since I've seen an idol anime really capture us in the West. Not since pretty much Love Live. Pretty much Love Live was the last one to really capture everyone. It seemed, and not even a lot of them. It seems like basically Zombieland Saga is getting people way better. Alright, so if her pigtails look more, they're more in the back. If her bangs are here, then her pigtails should start around here? Yeah, that's the thing about drawing a character from a different angle. I said I would give her as much floof as I wanted, but yeah. You know what would help? If I look up a pic of her, looking to the side. Let's see if there's any like that. Lily, what's your last name? Zombieland. I can't spell. Lily Zombieland. Lily Hoshikawa. Let's see if there's a good side view so I kind of get a good gauge on her head and how her pigtails look. This is someone else's fan art, and yeah, it is more on the side, like that, because she does have that ribbon there. Oh, this is a bunch of lilies. I should have used this as reference to. Look at them all. So it's looking at more at it. It's more like she has some fluff up top and then some more side fluff. It's not really like pigtails. It's just a lot of hair. Just a lot of hair. But yeah, one of the reasons I love Junko is because look at that fluff, and she's old school idol. I love that. She's representing the Showa. Okay, that's alright. That one's alright. I just need a really good screen grab of her from the side. What if I just look up her whole... I don't want to, like, go to Crunchyroll and actually show a clip because, you know, YouTube. So, yeah. Hoshikawa. Doesn't show our whole thing. Oh, someone's artist depiction. That was a good one. Man, my fan art's gonna suck compared to this. But no, just don't try not to put yourself down. Oh, this is cute. It's kind of like that. All right. After thinking about it a lot more, I think I kind of get something. She has this headband here with the stars. I'm gonna draw those in a different color just in case. Random stars, random stars. Another thing that's hard is drawing, like, stars at a slant. You know what I mean? Let's do this, do. That's supposed to be ribbon. I know it doesn't really look like it, but whatever. And yeah, I draw with like a billion different colors just to separate things. And my art does not make sense unless you're me half the time. So, yeah. I'm not a very good artist, but I just like doing it because it's fun. Okay, let's see. I wanted to add some more floof. I want to add some energy. A good way to really add energy is to, like, with hair. And her hair kind of slopes over like that, so let's make a bold line this way. And I'm not sure how long this is going to take in terms of just drawing it or anything. I might have to do the final sketch and then, like, stream again, maybe not tomorrow, but, like, next Thursday, make it a regular thing. Or maybe sometime. I have to work this weekend, so I can't really do it again this weekend, but I don't know. And sometimes in the middle of doing something, I suddenly realize I'm not totally satisfied with it. And I might want to just go back to square one, which I'm not gonna do it. Like I said, may not be perfect, but I'm going to try. Now let's start thinking about her outfit now that we got down to her body. Now, her outfit, I want to base it off of this. I mean, look at it. Look at this motherfucking thing. This is like God donut. This is the donut of the gods. Donut of the gods. Praise the sparkle bear. It's part waffle cone. It's part bear. It's part rainbow sprinkles. It's part pink. It's kawaii donut bear. Praise bear. Praise bear. Jazz hands. Why are you listening to this? Why are you here? All I do is say stupid shit. But yes, let's see. Let's think outfit. And you know what I do when I need to think of an outfit for a character? That's right. Let's go back to my Tumblr. I have tons and tons and literally tons of... God damn it, stop searching. Just use my freaking, like, tags. Use tags. It didn't used to do this until they just changed it again. Ugh. So you gotta go in and just type tag because... So yeah, as you can see, I could collect a lot of different fashion, like just street fashion from Runaway to Instagrams, Stuff like that for both men and women. Because I get inspiration from it. So now I want to look for something more on the kawaii end. Like, this is super kawaii. That is super kawaii. That is super kawaii. That is super kawaii. You see what I'm getting here? Let's see what's on page. Give me a number. Give me a number. Number. I'm waiting for the chat because my thing is on freaking delay. 37. All right. Let's see what's on page 37. Oh my god, look at this. Look at it. Maybe something as simple like this outfit. But, you know, I'm going to donutify it so it's going to have different patterns and stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Check this. Check her out. That is awesome. Cool guy. Oh my god, this girl is literally has the melty donut dress. Like, okay, so I'm a big fan of gothic Lolita, sweet Lolita, basically Lolita fashion. I love Lolita fashion. I don't have a lot of it because, well, it's an expensive hobby. I only have really one dress, one skirt, one petticoat, and one blouse. I had used to have a little bit more, but I sold it because I was going through something in my life, and yeah, I would like to get back into it, but I kind of replaced it with kawaii fashion in general, like pastel K or uchuke, stuff like that. But yeah, some of my favorite brands are Angelic Pretty. Let's see. Alice and the Pirates. Ooh, what's another favorite brand? Oh man, it's I'm not really a brand whore. I just like things. I just like cuteness. This one literally has a donut print. So, okay, let's use cute donut print girl. Let's use melty donut. A mixture of melty donut and that first one we saw. Because I really like the blouse for that. So, boom. Yep, that'll work, says Miss Nightmares, and you are right. What if you see this like stick here? What if I replaced the microphone with a giant cute donut? Like the bear donut will be here on this big ass like thing. Now I don't know, it doesn't really make sense with like how she's holding it, I guess. Plus it would more rest like this, you know. If she was holding it, her wrist would be different and it would probably be resting along her shoulders, so it would be more like this. I don't know. This is kind of stuff I brainstorm when doing any sort of thing. Let me move that down. I like to keep the references all on one thing. In fact, let me do that. Yeah, usually I don't even like mark my layers. I'm kind of bad about that, but yeah. Let's see. All right, let's start. I really like that blouse. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I sometimes hum weird songs while I am doing things. Do 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 do. I can't believe you're at this stream. There's lots of stuff on Netflix. Do 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 do. I can't believe I'm singing this. My song doesn't have much licks. Do 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 do. I'm literally just doing fan art. I can't believe they aren't a Bart. I'm in my 30s. I just want to point that out. Alright, that. Yeah, one of the hard things about drawing, like, clothes is getting them to, like, be the right way. How do I describe it? Like, how would they look if she was doing this? Would it, like, be a little peeking like this, or what? And I want it to be more like, kind of like a little pleat. Zetai Ryoiki, because Zetai Ryoiki is the best. I'm probably gonna give her like little cutesy boots. I still kind of generalized the hands at this step because I really don't like drawing hands. No one does, it seems, but yeah, I usually save those for like second to last. But I do make I do try really hard to draw hands. Like, I make an effort. I make a what's it called? I make it a what's the word when you choose to do something, but it's important. I make it an imperative to draw hands in anything I do, because I suck at hands, and you know how you get better at drawing something? You just continue to do it. Maybe if Rob Liefeld drew feet more often, he wouldn't hide them half the time. But yeah, it's pretty common for young artists, like including me. I've done this, to just hide hands behind the back sometimes. I did that all the time. Okay, and on this dress is going to be like, I really like this pattern, so I'm just kind of generalizing the pattern so I don't forget it. It's going to be like that sort of pattern. Let's see. What if we turned her star into a donut? But I don't know, the star's kind of her trademark. But I do know that her stockings should be sprinkles. She's going to most likely have boots, so I'm going to keep those like boots. But yes, her stockings will have sprinkles. And I still really like that staff idea. I mean, I could do like some sort of Maho Shoujo staff in her other hand. Like Maho Shoujo donut staff. But how would that staff go? And what I mean by that is, she's holding, like, the pose was this. Let's look back at our reference pose. The pose is this. The hand is more like this. How would it be held? Like this? Maybe. Tentatively, let's say, I'm going to put in gray, because gray means tentatively somehow. Let's say it would be here. Donut staff. I just really like the idea of donut staff. And maybe she'll be like singing on top of a cake. Yeah, we're just kind of planning out the illustration here. Like, let's just say she's singing on top of a cake. And the illustration would be like around. I'll probably think of a better composition for that, but yeah, something like that. Alright, and let's draw in her microphone. Because what's an idol without a microphone? Alright, so that's like the rough sketch, pretty much. Oh shit, I accidentally draw stuff on my reference layer, fuck. But this is why I could just do this. Copy. Let's delete it there. Let's put it above the sketch layer. Merge it with sketch layer. So yeah. Oh my god, I did not save at all. Don't do that. I got so caught up in streaming I wasn't saving. I am horrible. So yes, we just saved that. Save it again just to be sure. Save. Alright. Now, this is when I usually just do a new one. Actually, I'm going to do a new one. And do this. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because, well, as you can see here, it's pretty messy right now. I'm going to take this. Good. And boom. Then I'm just gonna blow up the sketch a bit. This is the point where I kind of figure out how am I going to place this in the canvas. Now, normally this wouldn't be like the final thing right here. Like, what if I wanted to do it at a side or something? I usually decide that by the final sketch anyway. The reason I blow it up is just because it's a bit easier to work with while it's big. And now I have all my reference on over here, where I could just click back to and say if I really wanted to close in on how do I want these eyes drawn, or how do I want her hair to go. I can do that. And this is also the stage where I will, well, one, let's save. I'm going to save it literally final. And basically where I will, like, fix some things. Like, let's flip this. Now, flipping something, this is where you could really see, like, problems. And then I usually just take a break for a bit because, you know, I have to take my eyes off of it to get back to it. So, I'm going to test something while you guys are here. I just want to test whether I can play something. Like, say for breaks. Oh, you're seeing my horrible filing system. Okay, I'm just going to play, let's see. I'm gonna see if this will... Stop it, stop it, stop that. You stop right now. Okay. I just want to see if you guys can hear this. And, one, I'm going to turn it down because holy crap. See if you guys can hear this and, basically, yeah. So let's... no. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it right now. It's silly. Entirely too silly. How do you full screen again? Thank you. Alright. Tell me if you can hear this. The idols of anime so far. Since 1971, idol anime has been a growing genre. It went along with the music industry in terms of trends and furries. They often featured popular idols, but then began turning newbies into popular idols through the media mix. Idol popularity died down and the age of seiyuu took over, along with comedy, alien abduction, and fan service boob boobity boo boob. When Pop Idols was as dead as Moe Eyes, we got a great movie out of it, and it mentally scarred me up. Then the big comeback that wasn't with a played-out Maho shoujo. But now, the 21st century! So, out of the first 30 years of the idol genre, what is worth watching? Here are the top 8 idol anime of the 20th century. Some ground rules for this list. 1. A majority of the show had to be released legally, or illegally, to be judged. Meaning, while Eriko only had half of it fan-subbed, there's enough of it to know whether it's really good or not. I can't put Yoko So Yoko or Kimama ni Idol on the list simply because I can't rank it or judge it due to the lack of a sub. I kinda wish I could put in Yoko So Yoko because, look at this. Number 2. I had to watch all of it. Will be a problem once I reach things like
Kirarin Revolution, and the overly long Pretty Rhythm series. Oh god, why did I do this again? Anyway, to the list! Number 8. Kidnappin' Idol. The only idol yaoi so far. It has problems like having the worst performance in idol anime ever. Animation is hard. Let's just use pictures. It's okay to watch until we get King of Prison to double-click your mouse to. While it lacks the requirement of at least 40% squee material and has a rapey antagonist, the basic shonen ai story is there. At least we could still make fun of this amazing performance. Number 7. Fancy Lala. God, I didn't even want to put this on here. But while I spent a lot of the episode complaining like so, he wanted to be retro and make some horrible mutant using Creamy Mommy and Pastel Yumi, but it didn't work. It doesn't work. What was that with the dinosaurs? I did say it was different for Magical Girls at the time, and it was refreshing for what fans it got. And yeah, you could say this was the fault of the cancellation that ruined what it was building to, but at the same time, maybe if it wasn't so boring and you did more of the magic part in the freaking dinosaurs, and it maybe it'd be interesting. But I digress. Anyway, while we will never know what was up with those gremlin-looking dinosaurs, and knowing that Reiko Amori spent several minutes strangling cats on a microphone, or as the Japanese called it, singing, it did have some good highlights. Pretty much whenever Miho as a child tried to understand the world of adults. But Full Moon did it better. And I can't wait to do the Full Moon episode because holy crap, I enjoy Full Moon so much. Can we talk about Full Moon instead? That'd be great. If I announced this as a top 5 list instead of top 8, this wouldn't even be here. Next, number 6, Idol Project. This is funny, but mostly because all the comedy is derived by the tragedy of one character never getting to audition, and then gets wrapped into alien abductions, and Space McDonald's, and saving the world, and boobies. This is a solid good number 6 because of the dynamic animation and that 90s style. And yeah, it has shallow character and the plot is just what crazy thing is happening and no real character development, but it's a fun, short 4 OVA thing. And it has many legendary seiyuu to back it up, if you're a big seiyuu fan that is. Number 5, Chokusei ni Narisou. This is one of the most funniest shows in idol anime, and it really needs to have the last 19 episodes fan sub now. Now. Or Crunchyroll, you're grabbing stuff up, grab this. This is built on mostly physical comedy, but it also has great jokes and silly situations, as well as ton of idol hijinks. And the occasional sitcom misunderstanding or weird character quirks being a thing. Ranma 1/2 fans would enjoy this show. I just wish it was finished. A lot of it is on YouTube, so go watch those. Number 4. The more I want to talk about Idol Defense Force Hummingbird, the more I want to mention that Ace Combat and Idol Master actually teamed up for a game. Yeah, someone told me in the comments, what the hell? But anyway, weak first episode aside, the character development, the rising stakes, and still being a story where an idol group becomes famous were balanced. Well, except for the first episode. Screw that first episode. But also it replaced the mom from each episode like a TGIF sitcom. But yeah, girls riding around in frickin' planes. This is the first in the tradition of idols that ride mechanical objects into battle. Plus it gets a solid 4 for just having the music videos with each OVA. Number 3, Legendary Idol Eriko. It's the most drama you can fit in a series. It's almost so much you need a break, but it lends itself well to being binge-watched so hard. It's because you want to see what's happening next. It's like meant for Netflix, the way it's binge-worthy. Also wondering how the world will further crush Eriko's sweet innocence in new ways. Again, I plead to the fan subbers to finish this once and for all, or for Crunchyroll or someone to pick it up, but it's so old it probably is not gonna happen. It's a great series, and while it has the problems like the voice dissonance between the singing and voice acting, the story more than makes up for it. Number 2, Perfect Blue. Okay, you're probably wondering why isn't this number 1? It's pretty perfect, pun intended. The movie is excellent and is easily one of the ones that stand out in the genre. By I picked number 1 for a reason. Let's just say this is really close up there. It's a good movie about a retired idol, a stalker, and weird nightmares mixing reality. The real justice to explaining this was in the episode itself, but I warn you, it's not for viewers under 18. Maybe let's go as low as 16, but not younger than that due to some elements within the story. The beauty of it is in the editing and the compositions, the visual interest that helps the story, and it earned its place here. So, with all that said, what's number 1 then? Number 1, Magical Angel Creamy Mommy. If I ranked every idol anime ever, which I eventually will, Creamy Mommy would be in the top 5. Why is it number 1 of the 20th century? It has the ability to captivate that nostalgia for your childhood. It's a timeless story. It's a comedy. It has character development. The sweet, cute character design and 80s pastel palette. The singing and the voice performance of Takako Ota was excellent for a new idol. The weirdness that made it stand out a lot. Anything having to do with Featherstar is just whoa. It's a must-see anime. But what made me pick it as number 1 were all those reasons and the staying power. It stayed in the fandom as a classic and a historical piece of anime, and even had a celebration for its 30th anniversary. The fan interest in this also sprung many other projects and gave birth to the Magical Girl series of Studio Pierrot as a whole. And it wasn't forgotten. Creamy Mommy is the best idol anime of the 20th century. So that's my list. Come back on December 9th for the start of a new century with Chan's Pop Session.
And I'm back. So yeah, now I know that I can play videos if I just need to take a little wrist break or a little water break, because I was getting really thirsty just talking here for a while. One day I'll get my stream to look a lot better, but I really thank all 13 of you watching. Thank you so much for basically being at my first stream. This is my first time really running a stream. Yeah, I did tests in the past, but you know, no one was really watching the test. I was just trying to learn, and I spent like an hour trying to learn how to do the whole overlay thing and XSplit and everything. So I really do appreciate this, and I hope that, you know, you guys spread it around, spread the channel around, because, you know, I'm trying to get back up there. I mean, I wasn't that high to begin with. I only had like around almost 4,000 subscribers. It's not much, but I honestly appreciated every single one. Because, you know, it makes you feel good when you see people appreciate your work. And it makes you feel good when you meet people or see people or see people's comments that they also love anime and idol anime. The reason I started this channel is because it was a niche that wasn't really being filled, except by, say, top 10 lists over music that had no sort of commentary or anything. Basically, I just made the channel I wish I could watch, and that's a good reason to create anything. Create the thing you wish there was in the world. Alright. I think let's go till at least 10 o'clock, and I'll see if I could pick this back up, not on Saturday, because Saturday is Lewis's stream, which, if you are a fan of Pokemon, because right now my husband Linkara is doing a Pokemon live stream every Saturday night at 8. So you should definitely go and check that out on their channel, Linkara Atop the Fourth Wall, AT4W. Just type it in the search, you'll find it. But yeah, let's go till at least 10 o'clock, so if anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to just, fire them. And no, Rem Lasher, this isn't a sneak... Well, it's not a sneak preview because it's an episode that already happened before, just like a one-off special, and it was short enough that I could just kind of put in the stream real quick while I take a water break. Okay, let's put... I'm putting final as the layer, even though it's never the final, ever. I always go through so many just incarnations just to get to the thing I want. Now, let's see. Alright, people in the chat. Let's look at this. See what we could fix. Is anything pointing out to you that's kind of wrong with this? One thing I can notice is that this arm is pretty damn fat. Actually, I should be using red. This arm is pretty damn fat. And it should be more rounded because this is a what's it called? It's foreshortened. I'm just putting a generalized thing, generalized hand there. That will go there. Knees could be more together. Yeah, I'm kind of just going over the pose again. And I know it's like, didn't you just do that like before? And plus I want to make sure she's balanced right, so honestly I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm really just trying to get better. I just read a lot of what's it called? Art tutorials, and I have a lot of books. So I just really try hard. Yeah, this is try hard mode. What are people saying in here? Hey Viga, are you planning to do that MLP did style game that you got in the last D&D style game? I would love to, but I just want people to do it with. And that's the thing about being adults, trying to find time to game. And plus, most of the people I know who do role-playing game are not into ponies in any sort. They are total non-pony fans. Okay, if the shoulder blade is like this and the elbow is like this, then this would be here. And the hands was pretty much going like this. Yeah, I'm just using like generalized shapes for the hands and stuff. I'll get into the detail later. Oh god, detail. Yeah, it's just, maybe not all of her butt would be showing like that. But I kind of want her legs to be more apart because, you know, it's more dynamic. Yeah, this is the case of dynamicism versus realism. Or I'm just a shitty artist. Whatever. Let you decide. But yeah, but remember, when sometimes things are hard when you're drawing, the fact is that you're creating and you're trying. I am definitely trying. Well, I think I found out what's wrong, because, let's see. Let's look back at the original pose that I'm kind of getting this from. Aha! Now I know why. There's where their foot stops. Like there. So it's more like this. Okay. Now I getcha. It's kind of hard because Len's leg was in front. So they're kind of on their tippy toes, which is also a weird pose itself. And let's look at Lily's legs. They are very stickish, even though I'm doing more exaggerated style for her legs. But yeah, she's a freaking stick. She has no meat on those bones. Oh dear. Okay, so I think I know what my problem is. What are you saying in the thing? Okay, well, you're still up for it. That's good to know. I still haven't decided, and I haven't really got a chance to flip through it yet. But I'm just really happy I got that. Because I've been wanting it for a while, but I just never had the funds to get it, pretty much. Okay, so I think I know what my mistake is. Oops, wrong thing. So now we're going to go over both of these in blue. Yeah, I draw with too many damn colors. Like, yeah. But yeah, people, talk to me. Viga is on the line. Or else you'd be hearing just me going do 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 do. Okay, now this is making more sense. Do 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 do. So a little bit of the foot will be showing there, but none of the foot here. Let's make sure these knees line up. Now this is a really, like, awkward pose, because spine would be going like this. And her elbow would be more like, if this was the thing, it would be more like this. Okay, I get you now. Skull is more like this. She has a very rounded face. Don't forget, Lily is young, and yeah, now the foreshortening makes more sense here. And she doesn't really have much chest. So yeah, it would be more like this. I'm glad I caught that, because I knew there was something weirdly off about the pose. I'm a recovering perfectionist, and yet I'm still going back and doing this. But I don't know. I'm just trying my best. Shiny. Okay. Okay, and let's that's where her eyes would be. A little mark for the eyes. Let's just do those in red. Her eyes are going to be roughly here. I really want to, like, pronounce those pooty little cheeks. She's quite cheeky. I think that means, like, sassy in Britain or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, pretty little cheeks, like, look how cute I am. I'm so cute and small forever. Yay. Let's just do a generalized shape for her hair. Yeah, I'm kind of redrawing the whole pose a bit. Sometimes your second drawing is always better than your first. So why not, for just an exercise, go back and redraw one of your old drawings from, like, heck, it could be childhood, it could be something you did last week. The second is usually better. Let's look at her zombie pose. Has some really good energetic hair. Let's try and get that energy in this hair. She's a very energetic little one. I'm really glad that her episode exists in anime, because anime doesn't have the best track record of having trans characters, and technically Lily is the second trans character in Idol anime. The first goes to Leona West of Prepara, which is a kids anime, and it showed that all of the kids were very, like, accepting of her, and refers to her as her most of the time within Prepara. But it was revealed that she was actually a boy. And her sister's like, she does everything with me, so don't mess with her, pretty much. She has a very domineering but protective sister. But yeah, like, in the first few episodes of her appearance, you didn't even know. You didn't find out till they actually went to school and she had to wear a boy's uniform. And Prepara doesn't get into any gender dysphoria or, like, worries with that. People just accept Leona most of the time. And they even have another character who's also represents as a male. Oh, man, what's their name again? They're known as the Prince. Crap, I forgot. Hibiki, who grew up as a girl and then, portrays themselves as masculine, a male. People thought they were a guy through most of season 2 until, like, around the end. So you have two pretty much genderqueer characters, like, idol characters. And the show doesn't get that big into idols, like, basically gender stuff or trans stuff, mostly probably because it's a kid's show. But I felt that it did show that people are, like, you should basically accept them for where they are. One of the things I do hate about it is that while Leona is their legal name, it just kind of seems like at school they just kind of, not dead, what's the equivalent of dead naming but with, like, other things? I don't know. I had to learn a lot more about elements like this, things like this, because one of my best friends came out last year, and it was, of course, supportive right out the gate. Like, why? They were like, really? I was like, why wouldn't I be? You're my best friend. And I had lots of friends who came out recently as trans, and I seen how the Lily episode of Zombieland Saga really like made them happy and really excited them and really made them proud. And I'm glad that anime finally has a example that was treated very well. Manga has a lot more examples. I mean, there's also Wandering Sun, which dealt with that, and I hear it dealt with it very well. I just didn't expect the freaking comedy idol zombie anime to deal with something like that and deal with it pretty well. I did hate that they kind of dead named a bit, but Lily made it clear that I'm Lily, think of me as Lily, and everyone's like, yeah, you're Lily. So I'm glad for that. Alright, so I redid the pose, and I just did the flutter skirt so I knew. Let's compare it real quick before we go, because it's already 10 o'clock. Let's compare it with the first one. Yeah, it's actually pretty much better once I figured out some of the problems I had. So, yeah. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you all for coming, all 13 of you. Lucky 13. Let's check the comments, the chat real quick before I go. And, of course, save. Must remember to save. I do not want to open up this and start a new stream and then everything's unsaved. That was close. Let's see. I'm really happy you're drawing Lily. Thank you. Nya, heart shape. My favorite anime, Sorceress, Stabber, Orphan. Oh my god, I haven't watched Orphan in years. I haven't finished it. But, okay, they had a trans character in it, though. It was a brief revelation at the end of the episode, but in the end of the season, she got married, so, oh, that's nice. I never finished Orphan. I only watched the first VHS. Yes, VHS, people. And I borrowed it from someone at school. I'm showing my age here. But all I know is I still love that theme song. I just on my love. Da, 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 da. Oh, memory tie. Okay, though it wasn't a major issue thing, nice she got a happy ending. Thanks for the info, Scored, and I should really see if there is any DVD or Blu-ray release of Orphan. I doubt it's streaming anywhere. And, Miss Nightmares, this was pretty fun. Oh, thank you. Hi, Golden Claw. You came in right when we're about to go. I'm sorry. Oh, you still have all the VHS tapes? Nice. Man, I should draw Orphan sometime. So, thank you all for coming to this stream. When should the next stream? Let's say the next stream, unless something happens, will be at 8 on Monday. Now that I actually know how to pull things up, like do all these things, it will go much more smoother. So Monday, that is December 3rd, 8 p.m. There will be another stream where we're going to finish up Lily Hoshikawa. So thank you all for coming, and I hope you guys have a great night. I don't know how to stop a stream. Let's see, how do I stop? Help! 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 How do I stop stream? The stream's out of control! No, really, I don't know how to not stream.